Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. Today we're training one of the hardest to play classes all the way to level 200, Blaster. Blaster is a class that will have you mash away at your keyboard for that maximum damage output. You know things are going to be fun when the job instructor has a massive wall of text to explain how the class mechanics works as soon as you job advance. But anyway, let's get this Blaster to level 200. To level up faster, I will be using the Burninator from the Pixel event store to gain additional levels all the way up to level 150. If you want to get an additional 2 more levels, make sure to use the Burninator at level 11. This way you'll end up at level 152 instead of 150. This Sunday, at the time of uploading this video, there is a discount in the event store, so make sure to get that Burninator and other items cheaper. Up to level 30, we stayed in Edelstein, going to the level 30 plus monsters near the Vern mine so we can use runes and level up a little bit quicker. Magnum Punch is your main attacking skill together with Revolving Cannon. Use Magnum Punch, then Revolving Cannon to release an additional shockwave to deal additional DPS. So basically you're already button mashing in first job. However, if you use this combination, you will consume one bullet that's in your arm cannon. Using the bullets will fill up a bar, and this bar can then be used to use the skill Bunker Buster, which is a massive attack. That explodes a big portion of the map and it's crazy strong as well. However, after you use up all your bullets, you will have to reload your arm cannon. This will make you deal less DPS for a second or two. I hope you're still following at this point, because it's only going to get more intense from here on out. Blaster also has a skill called Blast Shield, which generates a dissipating shield, which makes the class a little bit more tanky. After beating the second job boss in like 2 hits, we advance to the second job advancement to get into even more fun. At this point, I tried experimenting with adding Magnum Punch, Revolving Cannon and Double Blast as a macro, but I didn't really like it, so I stopped using it at this time. However, I do really recommend use a macro for a Magnum Punch plus Revolving Cannon and do the same for your new attacking skill Double Blast. This way you can charge that energy bar faster without having to press all these buttons. In second job, a new skill called Bobbing will be unlocked. This skill can be charged and when released will restore 2 bullets. This skill will make you glide forward and will give you an avoidability buff when used. Also, when gliding forward, the animation can be cancelled if you time your jump during the animation. For now this might not seem that important, but it will become quite important later on. At this point in the video, I'm not going for maximum damage output with Blaster. Blaster is a strong class, so you don't need to be at peak performance all the time, especially in the earlier levels. If you're brave enough, you can create a Blaster as well, but take your time to get to know the class. We trained at Gold Beach until we moved to Coppersan Drakes. You can also train in different team dungeons all the way up to level 60 if you'd like. The third job boss battle was a quick one. With Bunker Buster we blown up everything in like 1 hit. Third job adds a lot of fun skills like Rocket Rush and Magnum Punch, which allows you to grab a monster and throw it away or dash forward doing damage. I mean, who doesn't love throwing monsters around, right? This is a really fun skill to play around with. Another interesting charge skill is added as well, called Hammer Smash. This skill leaves a field that does damage over time and is useful during bossing as it gives a debuff so your attacks do more damage. You can also charge this skill while using other skills, but that means you have to hold down a button while moving around doing the other attacks. It's a lot. You also get another dodge skill called Weaving, which is similar to Bobbing, just move in the other direction. When you reach 4th job, you will unlock a new skill called Muzzle Flash, and you can combine it with this one, so if you double tap, instead of just moving a little bit, you'll teleport to the nearest monster and deal damage. I trained 6 levels at the Forsaken Excavation site in Pyrion before moving to Starry to the Sky 1 in Orbis. If you remember the Shade video from last week, you can tell this class is dealing a lot more damage than Shade was doing. I stayed in this map until I reached level 80, which thanks to the burning event only took a couple of minutes. After that I went to Sahel 2 near Magatia to blow up some sand rats and scorpions until I reached level 92. At that point we grabbed the rune and headed to normal Zakum with all the EXP buff and potions that I could find. Blaster does amazing DPS and it is a great bossing class if you know how to control him. He might not have a lot of mobility compared to some classes, but yeah, crazy DPS, right? It is ridiculous how much EXP we're getting. We leveled up from level 92 all the way to level 116 in 1 minute, just off the arms. There are 24 levels in 1 minute. I mean, perfectly balanced, as it should be, right? After defeating Zakum, it was time to one-shot the 4 job advancement boss, so we could finally unlock our 4 job skills. We're heading over to duel Ghost Pirates in Ludi, and we're staying there until level 140. Blaster gets a new attack called Shotgun Punch, which will be part of our main attack rotation that we'll be using later. As well as Ballistic Hurricane, which sucks in monsters and does quite a bit of damage for a hurricane skill as well. Usually, with the other videos, I was spending around 1 to 2 billion mesos, you know, buff up the character a little bit, do a bit more damage, train a bit quicker. However, with Blaster, I didn't need to do that. I was only using gear that I found and scrolled a little bit and Starforced it. I think I had like 50 Starforce max at the end of this video, didn't really do that much with it. Blaster does enough damage so you don't have to worry about gear for a while, which is quite nice. I guess this class is a bit easier to fund due to its absurd DPS. After reaching level 140, you should go to Horntail for again some crazy bossy XP. At this point, I've been playing the class for about 2 hours now, and I knew there was still a lot of DPS that I was missing and I wasn't training as fast as I could. I quickly did a few monster park runs to get some coins, you know, buy those 10% EXP potions, and went to Coninck Square in Victoria Island afterwards to train a little bit and try and figure out this class. To do maximum DPS with Shotgun Punch, we need to speed up its animation. This can be done by using Shotgun Punch, then use Weaving or Bobbing, and then jump to cancel the travel animation. If you do this in quick succession, your blaster can attack crazy fast, but it does require a lot of coordinated button mashing. Not one of my strong suits, to be honest. So first I tried to practice a little bit, figure out the timing of cancelling bobbing and weaving without double jumping all the time. That's also one of the downsides, you know, you mash the button too quickly and you double jump instead of regular jump. After that I combined it with Shotgun Punch. Now this is not something that comes natural after 3 hours of playing the class, it does take practice, so you'll see me mess up plenty of times. Next I was trying to charge bobbing or weaving while using the macros that we created earlier for Magnum Punch and Double Blast plus Revolving Cannon. The trick is to charge the skill, use both Magnum Punch and Double Blast, and then release bobbing or weaving, jump to cancel the animation, and then repeat the steps. That way you'll never run out of bullets, because you recharge the bullets, use the bullets, recharge the bullets, etc. This was a bit too much for my monkey brain, so I tried to master Shotgun Punch, bobbing, jump combo, and yeah, that just was enough for me for now. By the way, if you are playing Blaster and you want to avoid jumping into bosses while mashing your keyboard, if you hold the up and down button while performing the Shotgun Punch combo, you will not jump. This only works on the ground though, so not if you're like on a platform in the air, then you'll just jump down, which is super annoying. So yeah, just hold up and down while mashing the other 3 buttons and then you're good, right? Super easy, who can't do this? So yeah, the comboing definitely takes some time to get used to. And I'm not sure if I was just sitting too cramped or mashing the buttons like too hard, but after playing for longer than an hour, my hand would really start to hurt. I've never had this while playing MapleStory, it's crazy. We stayed at Coninck Square until we reached level 160, and we could move into future Hennessy's. Like I said, I did not buy any gear, so I didn't even have enough Starforce to go to the Starforce area in Coninck Square. But that is a really nice training spot as well, if you can afford it of course. As you can see, my gear is far from great, just stuff that I found, but still, we're doing plenty of damage, so it's all good. At level 170, you can either go to Knight's Stronghold in future Reef, or if you have the money, go from level 150 to level 180 to Showa. You know, the map we always go to. I try to avoid this place for this video because I always keep going there. But this is a mostly flat map, except for some boxes, and that works really well for Blaster. If you're looking for something different, than the usual stuff, the maps in Critias near Livre have quite a nice spawn rate as well, and can be trained at. Or you can go to the Starforce area in the Omega sector. Actually, I didn't really mention the hyper skills yet. One is a charge skill that does an even bigger explosion than Bunker Buster, and the other one is a buff that greatly reduces the overheat time after using Bunker Buster, making this attack almost spammable. After reaching level 180, we went to Swollen Stomps in Future Period, and at level 184 we went to Sinister Rocky Masks. To reduce some of the stress from my hand from spamming the shotgun combo for practice, I found that Blaster actually has a really nice rotation of skills to use while training. First I use the Ballistic Hurricane skill, then charge my bar and use Bunker Blaster. After that I use Shotgun Punch during the overheat time. Once my hyper skill comes off cooldown, I just spam Bunker Buster and just repeat the same cycle. So at the end of this video I was training together with a Bishop, we were sharing the map. And what happened to that class? I haven't trained with a Bishop for a long time. But if a Bishop moves too far away, you will lose the Holy Symbol buff. Even though the Bishop's still in the same map. Like what? I can't keep my social distancing this way, Nexon. I have to stay close to this character. What? Are you trying to get me sick or something? Anyway, thanks to the chicken dance, I reached level 199. And then me and the Bishop both drank a level up potion, so we could get that we got from that Babbit box to level up all the way to level 200. Blaster is a really fun class. It's very hard to master and it will take a lot of practice. The damage output is crazy though. If there are any Blaster main gang members in the comments, let me know what you think about this class, and maybe if you have any other tips to share, feel free to let me know in the comments. That's all for today. Thanks to our members for making this video possible. Thanks to Quin, Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Zenny, Chen125, Rarefum, Kroukur, ThePurpleFlurp and Pyroxius Gaming. If you would like to be added to the list, make sure to check the join button at the bottom of this video. Again, many thanks for watching, stay safe and happy mapling. Bye bye.